My name is Cj-licious and I am a Filipino. I love my country and I am proud particularly about the beauty of my country's natural resources that has been attracting a lot of people from all around the world. Sometimes I think about how genuinely proud am I when I have not walked on all the corners of this country. The Philippines has 81 provinces and I have been into only a few of those. Proud seems to be just a word for me that I think I need to substantiate. And so, my goal is to visit all of those 81 provinces, but the cheapest way I can. So let me do it little by little. Now I visit two places in Central Visayas, the Siquijor and the Valencia, which is a first-class municipality in Negros Oriental. While Valencia belongs to the province of Negros Oriental, Siquijor is actually a standalone province, but it is a very small one if you compare it with Negros Oriental. With just limited time and resources, I was able to experience the beauty of those places, and I left the places with pride. I presently live in Cebu because I work here. Dumaguete will be my gateway to Siquijor and to Valencia. Dumaguete is the capital of Negros Oriental. Getting to Dumaguete, the cheapest way, takes me 6 to 7 hours by a combination of rides by bus and Roro or cargo vessels. The most popular bus is the Ceres, which rides on the Roro as soon as we cross the seas from Cebu to Negros Oriental. Total fare is only 360 pesos. I decided to get an accommodation in Dumaguete because I don't want to tag along my luggages with me. And it is strategically convenient to stay there because it is the common takeoff point to those two places that we will be going. The best way to find the cheapest accommodation for me is through online apps. We have lots. Agoda, Airbnb, etc. Luckily for me, I found a room as cheap as 313 pesos per night to be exact. You won't be bored in Dumaguete at night as they have very lively boulevard with a very scenic horizon and yummy street foods like the fishball, tempura, and balut. Going to Siquijor, you will not worry because there are a lot of fast crafts and Roro to choose from. Earliest time may be at 5:30 a.m. Good morning, it's day 2 and it's 5:30. No, almost 5:30 but I'm trying to catch a 5:30 a.m. trip going to Siquijor. So I'm really walking so fast. In my case, I took a 7:30 a.m. trip via ocean jet that took me 15 minutes straight to Siquijor port. It is only 250 pesos. There is also another port in Siquijor which is the Larena Pier. Both ports are only almost 11 kilometers apart. Before I went there, I already contacted Kuya Johnry in Facebook to be my driver and tour guide. If you are a solo traveler like me, usual rate is 1,000 pesos by either through motorcycle or tricycle. This province was once called the Island of Fire when first discovered by the Spaniards through an expedition led by Miguel Lopez de Legazpi in 1565. This island was once part of Negros Oriental but has been separated as an independent province in 1971. This place is known of magic and sorcery, thus you should not miss visiting its old balera tree where sorcery rituals were usually performed. This tree is believed until now to be enchanted. At its foot is a cold spring where you can have a fish spa as they have put little fishes in there. Don't worry if you see big fishes. They do not partake in nibbling on your feet. They have developed the place with an entrance fee of 10 pesos. It is where you can find a lot of souvenirs and maybe potions too. Do not be afraid of going to Siquijor as they have beaches to offer. Two of the famous are the Paliton Beach and the Salogdoon Beach. Paliton Beach is likened to be the mini Boracay because of its long shoreline. This beach is public and free. What I love about this place is that the locals have not developed this, so it looks refreshing and natural. You can only see a few cottages but the rest are from the mother nature. On the other hand, Salogdoon Beach has been fully developed into some kind of a resort, so you need to pay 25 pesos upon entering. There is a huge restaurant inside. What most people love about this place is its cliff, where thrill seekers can jump off the ledge to the waters. This place is also best for snorkeling and diving, but surely you can also relax at the shoreline. My favorite in Siquijor is its Kambugahay Falls, where there are a lot of pools which seem to be naturally formed. The locals created 3 ledges and 3 rope swings where you can swing and flip into the pools. You just need to pay 20 pesos per ledge for an unlimited swinging. Visiting Siquijor will not be complete if you miss visiting its Lazi Church and Convent, which were built in the 18th century. The church and the convent were built with coral stones and wood. The church in particular had been declared a National Cultural Treasure by the National Museum of the Philippines and was nominated to be part of the UNESCO World Heritage Sites as an extension of the Baroque churches of the Philippines. The convent, on the other hand, has been utilized as a heritage museum, collecting important church relics. You just need to pay an entrance fee of 20 pesos. Just like most of the museums, you cannot take videos inside. I only spent the day in Siquijor, but I have been bewitched and captivated by the peacefulness and beauty of the place. Truly, you can spend a good moment to recollect. On the following day, I visited Valencia in the province of Negros Oriental. This is located 13 kilometers west of Dumaguete City. I hired J-Red as my driver/tour guide via a tricycle for only 900 pesos. This place is mostly mountainous, so its climate is mostly cold. It was once called the Little Baguio in Visayas. In some areas, you can find the presence of sulfur, especially when you pass by the sulfur vents along one of the main roads in Valencia. It says danger zone, but I went behind the rail to climb on it. Okay, gosh, it was hot and the smell was strong, but all worth it for the amazing pictures. We also visited the Pulang Bato Falls, which also contains some of the sulfur that turned the stones into reddish color. Getting inside will cost you an entrance fee of 100 pesos. The stones are very slidey because of the sulfur, so be careful. The falls was not so high, but the water was really abundant and the falls was thick. And as expected, dipping into the water might be more challenging for you as it is very cold. We also visited another falls which is a lot bigger than the Pulang Bato Falls. It is called Casaroro Falls. Entrance fee is only 30 pesos. This is my favorite in Valencia because getting there is a thrill. You need to get down the very long and steep stairs, at least there were stairs, going downhill, then do some trekking at the base going to the falls. Along the way, you will be amazed already of the tropical feels of the place as you are surrounded by trees and plants with some flowing water along the valley-like track going to the falls. And getting near, you will be rewarded as you spot the long falls with the heavy sound of the water falling from the top. The current of the water is very strong, so it might be really challenging getting so near the falls. This one is a lot more colder than the Pulang Bato Falls. If you are looking for something warm in Valencia, they've got a hot spring too called Red Rock Hot Spring. They have developed a place and utilized the water coming from the natural spring, flowing directly into their pool. You will surely get relaxed by dipping into the warm and comforting water. The place is quite small, so it easily becomes crowded. They also have a huge resort which looks like very natural and playful. I cannot miss visiting the forest camp as you get the comfort of a resort with lots of pools to choose from, but still preserving the tropical and natural feels of a jungle and river. The pools were well planned and designed to ride along the natural valley of water, flowing down from the natural spring, passing through the man-made pools and some mini basins. Very clever! I also love this place very much. It's just that this might be the most crowded attraction in Valencia. They also have huts and rooms where you can stay overnight. For a day tour, I paid an entrance fee of 120 pesos. I also made a quick visit at the Tierra Alta, which is a residential resort. It has a sightseeing entrance fee of 50 pesos. It offers you a calm view of the nearby places in Valencia and of the mountainside. The architectural design also adds a different feels in the place, which seems to bring you into a totally different place. They also have a watchtower that you can climb to in order to get a wider view of the fading horizon. Before I ended the tour, I made a quick stop at the Kataal World War II Museum, which is just a small place with a wide array of collections of World War II artifacts. It feels historic to get to see these collections as your imagination grows to form pictures of the past. It does not require any entrance fee, but they have set aside a donation box for those who are willing to give for the maintenance of the place and for the collections. It was a very quick tour in Siquijor and Valencia. It was really so sad to leave the place. If you are planning to take the same route as a solo traveler, 6,000 pesos may just be enough for you. Visiting Siquijor and Valencia makes me realize that Central Visayas has a lot to offer other than what we have in the very famous Cebu and Bohol. It made me even more proud as a Bisaya. And surely there are still more things to be proud about the Philippines as we have 81 provinces to visit and a total of 7,641 islands to count. Mabuhay! If you are not yet my subscriber, please click the subscribe button for more of my videos.